So you've decided you want to live in an RV. Where do you go to find the perfect RV for you to live in? That's a question that I get asked a lot. And specifically, most recently, Heather, one of my patrons, asked this question. So thank you so much, Heather, for the question. And this is another episode of 5-minute RV questions. So I'm going to answer this question in 5 minutes. I have now lived in 2 RVs. I lived first in a 1993... what was it, a Jamboree, and I bought it. It had like 53,000 miles on it. I paid $8,000 for it. And my second RV, which I've named Phoenix here, is a 2005 Winnebago Itasca Spirit. I bought with about, I think, 57,000 miles on it and paid about $14,000 for it. And I found both of these RVs on Craigslist. That's kind of my go-to for everything that I want is Craigslist. I also signed up for RV Trader and a couple of the other like online RV sales magazines, and I kept an eye on those too, but I didn't really, there were a lot of scams on those I found. So I don't know. And because I was mobile when I was buying my second RV, I was actually in Texas or something like that when I really started looking again seriously. And I was like, okay, well, I'm in Texas. I'm heading to Arizona. My route is fluid. I can go any way I want. So I got to look at a bunch of different states and a bunch of different cities and just look for the RV, a Class C that I was looking for in the price range that I wanted. And so Craigslist is the perfect platform as far as I'm concerned for finding an RV. My first RV I bought from a private party, which I don't know that I would recommend unless you're buying it from the original owner and there was pride of ownership, because my first one, he was, I don't know, the second, third, fourth owner. They only used it a couple of years and it had so many problems, and I don't think he knew about all the problems it had. The second RV, the one I have now, I bought from a dealer in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I think a dealer is more invested because they've got a reputation to uphold and reviews and things like that. I think they are going to be a little bit more diligent about making sure it's in good shape, it's in running order. I mean, yeah, there are a few issues. I've got a couple roof leaks that they may or may not have known about. I don't know. Who knows? Overall, it's a wonderful rig, and I have no complaints. I have no complaints about the experience. And my recommendation, Heather said that she is looking for an RV to live in. She wants to live in a Class C like I do, but she's having trouble finding anything in the price range that I have mentioned I purchased mine in. So a couple tips for that. Well, first, kind of a reality. This lifestyle, I think, is becoming more and more popular. That I think as it becomes more popular, rigs are going to become more expensive. It's just basic supply and demand. My advice to you is going to be, especially if you're in a bigger city. I was living in the San Francisco Bay Area the first time I bought my rig, and so $8,000 bought me a piece of crap, whereas $8,000 in a smaller community might have gotten me something better. So if you can be mobile, I would expand your search outside your immediate area that you live in if you live in a large metropolitan area where prices might be a little bit higher. The second one, like I said, I bought in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is a big metropolitan area, but it's not as expensive as like the Bay Area or New York City or some other, maybe Dallas, I don't know, some other bigger cities. And that would be my advice to you. Expand your search if you can across the country. Worst case scenario, you hire an independent mobile person to go out and inspect the rig before you make the purchase, to make sure they're completely independent and they're not gonna and they're gonna give you the truth. You can have that done, or you can fly out and then you drive it back. So those would be my recommendations. Go to Craigslist, expand your search beyond your immediate area, especially if you don't have a huge budget, and just take your time and wait for the right one to come along. For more information about how to buy an RV that is perfect for you, and also some really great RV buying negotiation tips, be sure to click on the link above. All right, I hope you found that 5-minute RV tip. I'm going to have to find a name for this, but I hope you found that helpful. If you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel for more fun how-tos, information, and just all kinds of fun stuff. And stay tuned. There is a lot more to come. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah. 3 seconds remaining.